Hi, today we're going to learn how to make invoices in Laskuttamo. From the front page, you can just click a new invoice, or from the left hand side from invoices. There you can click new invoice. So this is where you create a new invoice. First we're going to need some customer data. So if you already have added customers, you can choose them from here. This time we're going to enter the data manually. First, you need to know if you're gonna invoice a company or an individual. This time we're going to invoice a company. Next, we need the company name. We can name this test company. And then we need a business ID. We're going to add a name of the contact person from that company and the email address of the contact person. And then the telephone number. We're going to need an address and a postcode and the country where this company is from. Next, we're going to choose which method of delivery we are going to use. So you can choose either email or e-invoice. Those are the most common ones. Letters, not so much. If you choose e-invoice, you are going to need to add the e-invoice address from that company. Next, if you want for the invoicer group to take care of the payment control, if this invoice doesn't get paid on time, you can choose this first one, and if not, then you can just click that one, and then we won't send any reminders to this company. Next, we're going to add invoice details. What is the payment term for this invoice? Usually it's 14 days, but you can also choose something else depending on what you have agreed with the company. And here comes the estimated due date. Then you can choose which language the invoice will be sent. So is it Finnish, Swedish, or English? This time we're going to choose English. Here we need the customer's reference number. So even though you haven't received any reference number, you need to come up with one. So it can be the name of the project that you're doing or something else that specifies this order. We can say this is project 123. And then you need to describe the work that you are invoicing. Is this construction work or sales? Whatever kind of work this is, you need to also type that in here. Going to be a sales. Here you can add if this is a reverse charge mechanism, if you are doing this invoice to construction. You should know about this if this applies to you, and if you are not sure, then you can also ask the company that you are going to invoice. We are not going to choose this now because we don't need it for sales. And now we can also choose if we want the payment to come to our bank account automatically. So if we click this, then when this invoice has been paid, then the payment comes to our bank account automatically. And if we choose not to do this, it's going to be here in Oma Laskuttamo, and then we can collect it when we want. Next, we have invoice rows. So if you already have products that you have saved, then you can just select product. But now we don't have any, so we just need description. What kind of work have we been doing? So now it was sales in Messukeskus. Okay. How many amounts? So is this pieces or hours? We have been working hours, let's say 3 hours. And then what is the price that we have been working, and then usually it's 24% the tax rate. Also, we need a start date and end date. Let's say that now it was 9th of March. And then if you have more invoice rows, you can just simply add more rows from here. If you have any reimbursements that you want to add on this invoice, you can do it from here, like for example receipts and such. If you have been driving or have other travel allowances, you can also add them here. If you have any files that you want to add to this invoice, you can browse them from your computer and then just save them here. When you are all done with this invoice, then you just click confirm and the invoice will be sent to the company. Thank you so much for listening and see you on the next video.